The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the defending NFC champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Strong running at the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. You look at this Cowboy defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
That is caught. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one goes for 30 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. This one out quickly to Watkins. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Throwing is Hurts. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. Laying himself out in the end zone. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will come out to the 25. It's Lewis going to opt to not return it. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Eluding the pressure right. Open man right side, it's Lamb. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And that's complete to Cooks. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though. Prescott now from the 50. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And, oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Now Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They go play action with Hurts. He'll get this one to Galladay. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. The Eagles at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. 20! And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 11. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They get this out left. Touchdown, Eagles! Quez Watkins. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now Lewis selects to return it. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. Winning some ball games, and the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. Prescott now. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. Boy, a dangerous throw there. Fortunate for him, and he wound up incomplete. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Here's Allen. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be? He's got it at the 15. A big play there for Philly. 58 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. From the gun to give to Gainwell. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Gainwell. Bowling his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Going to take a shot for Gallup. They've got his man complete. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So that if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll work this one out to about the 38. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
Hurts throw here pulled in by Galladay. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing deep for Galladay. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown! Kenny Galladay, 50 yards. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now Lewis selects to return it. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
He's going to find Gallup here complete, and he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. Finding room at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Running right, it's Pollard. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Throwing, Prescott. He sets up the screen to Jones. That one a first down pickup of 8. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That good for 22 and a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The ball on the 8 still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Prescott to throw it. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
Prescott from the gun. Flush to his right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Throwing deep for Galladay. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Got his man, it's Gainwell. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 22 yards there, a first down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way full steam, and he broke that one up.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts sliding out of the pocket. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
The kick by Elliott is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Now Lewis selects to return it. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Prescott yet again. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
2 yards to go, second down. Now Prescott. And this throw will be intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 33.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And this one is incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Throwing deep for Galladay. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kenny Galladay as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Elliott good with a PAT, and a round is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
He's got him in, complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Now Lewis selects to return it. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to come. Yards as he's taken down right at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's Prescott. That's dumped off to Pollard. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice gain.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones down.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick-6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And out across midfield down to the 45. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one, as he just did there.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Second and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. He finds his man. Complete. It's Ferguson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. And quickly they get to the line. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 66 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll run with Pollard. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
Let's go back over Dak Prescott's career. 6 rushing touchdowns in each of his first 3 years, but only 1 in each of the last 2 seasons. As a veteran, he's become much more judicious about when it's time to take the ball and go for the end zone.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Back at the 19-yard line.
Second down, here's Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They go play action with Hurts. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Here's a diving catch right side. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Hurts. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Go Silver, ready?
Throwing is Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
A 52-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. I got to think at this point, third quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another fourth down.
That is caught. It's a room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 27 yards, a big play there on fourth.
First down, Cowboys.
Prescott now from the 50. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Gainwell gets it on the option. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Penny up the middle. A little juke. Oh, and now some space to operate. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 42 yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They keep it with Penny on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Eagles on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'm I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
They'll run for it with Penny. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Penny, a first down carry, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Now they'll run it again with Penny. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll try to surge ahead with Gainwell. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackle.
Touchdown, Eagles! Dallas Goedert with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Elliott now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now Lewis selects to return it. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Penny. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Again, it's Penny. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards. Now they got to get to the line quickly. A first down throw for Prescott. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Open man land. It's complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is caught at the 5. And he gets into the end zone. We'll give him credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get too closer here on the fake extra point. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. And the ball is knocked out. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of it.
That's caught inside the 20. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea